Welcome back. You're watching the midweek edition of Business Morning on Channels Television. We're starting our conversation now, and our focus is on Nigeria's power sector. We'll be looking at some of the latest developments, the issues and challenges. I'm being joined now via telephone by the chairman of the Power Group of the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry. He's also an engineer, Mr. Effium Edet. Mr. Edet, good morning, and thank you so much for joining me on the program.
Good morning.
Well, let's start with assessing the power sector. How would you rate the power sector? How has it fared in the last 6 months? What has been the main issues?
There are no doubt several issues. Key among this issue is finance. And it's a good thing government in its wisdom have decided to intervene. With the recent disbursement, we hope the players in the industry, most especially the GEMCOs, the DISCOs, and to an extent the transmission company, will now start getting their acts together and start creating visible value that consumers and the public can start benefiting from. We were expecting the transition energy market to take off. Part of the reason this hasn't happened is because a couple of things have to be put in place. Until we move from our present situation in the industry to a more focused activity, we will not see improvement in the sector. But let's hope with this development, with the CBN disbursement of funds, things will start happening. Yes, a couple of the discos, like a co-disco, have taken action about embedded power projects, same with Ikeja disco and Ibadan disco. By and large, we need to see more visible activities.
Yeah, but Mr. Edet, I was wondering, 18.26 billion naira, to begin to settle the debts and cover their revenue shortfalls. But how far can this go, given that, there's a huge financing gap that exists for most of these companies?
I do agree with you. As a matter of fact, another fear in the industry is the current devaluation of the naira. Let's not forget the fact that, yes, the privatization was dollar denominated. But we all know that this dollar was funded from naira accounts. After September last year, there was over 200 billion naira deficit. So you can imagine the situation now. But having said that, I personally like saying the glass half full instead of half empty.
So
they've been given a helping hand. Let's see what they can do.
So now, are you saying that this came at the right time? Was it late, or could it have come earlier than now? Especially since you mentioned that when these assets were unbundled, it was in a dollar denominated. But now we're looking at the fact that the naira has been devalued and the naira has continued to be under pressure.
Like they say, it's better late than never. Again, I want to repeat myself. They've been given a helping hand. Let's see what they can make out of it.
But Mr. Edet, would you say that this, funding initiative, by the central bank, as well as other policies that have come out with regards encouraging the power sector, have really been encouraging?
You can never have it all. Again, you also can never have enough. This is privatization. I think the players should look beyond the government if they really want to get their act together. Nothing stopped them expanding their shareholdership. Yes, there is this caution by foreign investors trying to see the outcome of the election. But the good thing is, the two dominant parties have bought into the privatization program. They might have different views on how they want to move it forward. But I think the operators should start looking beyond government. They should look at other investors they can bring on board. We should move away from the typical Nigerian business, my own thing, and thereby feeling good on 100% of nothing. So they need to look for other sorts of investment because the power situation is very critical.
So now, in looking at other investors or trying to bring other investors on board, should they be focusing on domestic investors or foreign investors?
I would say both, but more focus on foreign investors. The beauty of foreign investor is most of these investors will also come with their expertise, and that will be very, very crucial in the game changer arrangement for the operators.